Good morning, world changers. So it is day 25 of the 100 days of self-discovery challenge. We are a quarter of a way through the challenge. Can't believe it. It's 25 days already. So as you know, if you've been following these posts, you'll know exactly what this is about. But if you have just come across this video, basically I pose a thought-provoking question every day. I share my own reflections on that question, and I invite you to do the same, to take 10 minutes out of our very busy lives. I know we all have busy lives, but take 10 minutes out and get to know yourself better, because when we get to know ourselves better, we can start really going to work on what it is we want from life, you know, what we want from our health, our personal and professional lives, and start creating that life. We get to understand what is holding us back, what our big dreams, goals, desires, you know, and just generally what it is we want from life, rather than just reacting to it. Because if we don't take time out to focus on our life and get caught up in all the stuff that's, you know, vying for our attention, we really do just react to life. And that's essentially when unhappiness and stress and anxiety can kind of seep into our lives, and suddenly we wake up one day and just go, wow, is this it? You know, eat, sleep, work, repeat. Anyway, so the question for today is, when was the last time you learnt something new of your own choosing? Now, I added of their own choosing because the question was simply, when was the last time you learnt something new? And I reflected on the question, and currently, you know, for the last 2 years, I've been learning loads of new things in terms of around business. You know, been learning about setting up websites, editing websites, marketing, promotion, target audiences, you know, learning all about doing my own accounts, and all stuff that really probably doesn't light my fire. And it's just necessity. It's just stuff that needs to be done. And, you know, I do feel really proud of myself when I've kind of been faced with something that makes me just, you know, freak out a bit. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm scared, I don't know how to do that. So I do feel proud of myself when I learn a new skill and I break through that barrier and go, oh, it's another tool to add to the toolkit, so to speak. However, I was thinking, when was the last time I just learnt something for fun or out of curiosity or out of interest? Now, having a personal development practice and doing the self-discovery challenge, I am constantly learning about myself and understanding what holds me back, or, you know, what my real true core values are. I mean, that's a continual thing. But I was thinking about things like, you know, I've always wanted to learn another language, for example. And 5 years ago I did take Spanish lessons and, you know, was really enjoying it. I went travelling around South America 4 years ago, so, you know, it came in really useful and handy, and I was, you know, starting to really kind of understand the language. I mean, I wouldn't say I was great at communicating because I just couldn't think fast enough to be able to communicate back with somebody, or if I like practiced my whole sentence to ask somebody, then they would respond to me and I'd go, okay, don't know where to go from this now. So but that was good. It was good. It gave me a good base level, and I was thinking, I've not actually done anything like that since. With the exception, I'll tell you what I am getting fascinated with at the moment, and I have been learning about, is basically neuroscience and really understanding how our brain operates. I went to a workshop last May. I then invited that speaker, Abigail Arbonell, to do an event for Change Your World. She did 2 events actually. A workshop, and she spoke at my conference in Glasgow. And I've been reading again The Chimp Paradox, which is an amazing book. I advise you to read that, and just really understanding how the brain works. And I absolutely do think this is the key for us to all understand, truly understand our behaviour and managing are less empowering actions and behaviours, because when you understand how the brain works, suddenly you have more control over it. You understand when the chimp or the limbic brain has kicked in. I spoke about this yesterday, but you know, when it's kicked in and you're reacting to a stress situation or a fear situation, and as soon as you become aware of that and recognise it, then you can respond to it much differently. So that's been a really fascinating thing that I've enjoyed learning, and I would really, I mean, if I had the time, I would love to study it full time. I actually shouldn't say that, because when we say we haven't got time, it just means it's not my priority. And right now, it's not my priority. I'm trying to build a business, and I've already spread myself way too thin. But yeah, which is, you know, just necessary when it comes to building a business. Anybody out there that is building a business, you will know what I'm talking about when you have to be a jack of all trades and master of none. No, I'm getting good at some things. So yeah, that is the question for today. When was the last time you learnt something new of your own choosing? So i.e., it wasn't forced upon you at work, you know, it wasn't something, you know, just something that was fun. It was something that you chose because you wanted to do it for you. Something that you've been meaning to do for ages. It's a passion, it's an interest that you've had. When was the last time that you fulfilled that passion just for you? That's basically the nub of this question. It's kind of getting to the how much time and value do you put on your own learning, your own enjoyment, and not just responding to life and getting caught up in everyday stuff, and your own dreams and desires get put at the bottom of the pile. So I've definitely got to go away and start putting my dream, well, some of the things that I want to learn. I think I need to make a list again, because I did have a long list of things like kayaking. That was another thing. I did river kayaking for many years, and I've not been on the water for the last 2 years. So yeah, maybe I need to make a new list of things I would like to learn, because I don't actually know what it is at the moment. I'm just so passionate about what I do and working on Change Your World that's keeping me happy, healthy, occupied, and helping me grow. And I'm always learning from everybody that posts in this group as well, onto the comments below, or in our Change Your World personal development group. I'm always learning from the life coaching group that we run every Thursday. That I'm always learning from other people, and like things that people come out with, I'm like, oh, light bulb moments all the time. So I love that. So there is learning going on, but maybe it's about time I made a new list of some of the things that make my heart sing and I would like to do. So that's today's check-in. I look forward to hearing your reflections. You can post here in the comments below, but do remember we have a private Facebook group which is free to join, and you're very welcome to join. It's called, you'll find us on Facebook under Change Your World Personal Development Group. Alright, and the link's in the text above as well. So have a great day everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers, bye.